You know, to all the fans who hate Haslam, hey, you know what? I am so thankful. He stepped in and was like, you know what? If we're going to suck, we're at least going to pack the stadium out. Cleveland needs some of that primetime magic in the air. Lord knows I've been a big Shador fan for many years before he was coming out of college. You know, people don't see the side of it where no one would give him the chance to be a quarterback for a top college. So his dad became a coach. People say, you know, he coddled him. No, he had to, because, you know, people hate God-given, driven, strong-minded kings out here. And it don't matter what status you're at, or how rich or poor you are, or what your race is. Fathers are hated these days. And I love it, man. You know, people can turn it however they want with media, but the truth of it is, Shador Sanders, the offensive coordinator, loves him, and he's just too damn accurate. That's the truth. The boy's prepared. He's ready to go. He's got the right mindset. He always has. It's just they know how to spin every narrative to divide. You know, the Sanders family, they're for uniting. Like, when they left Jackson State, they got bashed, and they turned their back on their community, and Deion said he's out to, you know, help all God's children, all walks of life. He's just not for coaching, a one-sided track, like they want to make it out to be. He's got nothing but love. And, man, I tell you what, as a Browns fan, that, every quarterback I ever wanted coming out of college, they never drafted. From Kirk Cousins, I wanted him. He didn't have the arm strength. When I wanted Lamar Jackson coming out, he's a running back or wide receiver. 90% of the guys on my timeline called me a fucking idiot. And like it or not, you're telling me you wouldn't want him as the Browns quarterback right now, going to the playoffs every year, MVPs. I mean, hell, I don't care if he wins a Super Bowl or not. I like winning. And to be totally high on Shador and to hear them, try to ruin his draft stock and point out all this bullshit, and then people say, oh, he didn't deserve his number retired. Colorado's had a college since 1890, and he's threw the most yards in a season ever and only played 2 years, when back in the day most people played 3 or 4 years for each college. So what he did is pretty badass, and probably deserves you to get your number retired. Maybe not that soon, but hey, that's how they do it nowadays. When you got a great father, a king, that's speaking up for you and having your back like you're supposed to do as a father. Like, people loved me when I was a corporate fucking fuck that worked 70, 80 hours a week and just paid all the bills, and let my son be raised by this newer generation where you have so many sensory issues, you just can't